just wanted to show you guys. I think it's used to move chairs, but it also looks like something you'd put insane people on. Just getting comfortable with it, you know. I might have to ride one day. I thought it was cool. Thanks for being here, guys. Appreciate it. So there's a bunch of camera people going around. You see there's Tyler over there, there's Rachel right there. That's 2 cameras. We need 2 more, and it'll be 4 cameras. And then I could be a sitcom and just tell the same joke for 6 years and make a lot of money. So if you have any friends with cameras, can you get them here quick? That'd be great. My phone has been acting really crazy lately. It's getting old, you know, because I was supposed to update it last year, but I can't afford that. So, you know, so like now it's like changing its mind on how much percentage the battery life is. You know, it's like it goes from like 20% to 60 to 15. I'm starting to feel like Joaquin Phoenix when he was dating his cell phone. You know, like never know my phone's mine. What's it gonna do? You know. I'm going to Salt Lake Comic-Con in 2 weeks. Anyone else going to that? No one. All right. Sweet. All to myself, man. I love Comic-Con. I've gone a few years now. You know, there's a lot of great reasons to go, but like one of the best reasons to go to Comic-Con is it's like one of the only places you can see a middle-aged man dressed up as Superman waiting in line for overpriced ice cream. That's pretty cool. There's Comic-Con right there. That's an actual picture of the last one I went to. Ironically, no one decided to dress up as Waldo, which I think is a missed opportunity. It's the largest new Comic-Con in the nation, which they come up with the weirdest stats to make everything look cool. You know, I'm the only comedian to tell a stupid joke on a right foot, and I'll BYU Idaho stage. You know, like, anything can be cool when you put stats to it. But they did do another stat, and they found that Utah is the geekiest state in the nation. True, fun fact, Utah is the geekiest state, and I was thinking about it, I was like, well, of course we are. You know, like, the majority of the state, it's Mormons, you know, and we spend a lot of our childhood looking for the one ring. You know, the one ring that when you put it on, it makes you socially disappear. You know, the one ring where even guys who look like this can get the ring. You know, but if you're the rich son of a leader and you fight valiantly, all of a sudden you're not worthy for the ring. You know, here at BYU Idaho, it even looks like Middle Earth in ways. You know, at the top of the hill, we have the temple. It represents all that's good, you know, kind of like Minas Tirith. And then just down the street and right across the street from us is the Taylor Building, which looks like a place orcs come out of. If you're having trouble seeing it, I photoshopped it for you. We don't really have a Rohan, but you know we have our horse girls. I found that from the BYU Idaho website. I don't have the copyright for it. I've been doing stand-up comedy for about 1.5 years now, and people ask me what my routine is to come up with funny things, and I have a lot of ways of writing my jokes, but really people are just asking what they can do to be funny. And if that's what you're wondering, it's really easy. There's only one thing you have to do. If you want to be funny, just say Donald Trump. It doesn't matter the context. He's always funny. You know, I find it funny that, like, historically speaking, this was the Republicans' year to just walk in and win the presidential race. It didn't matter who they threw in, but they decided to play in hard mode and go with Donald Trump. I actually did my taxes a few weeks ago, and I got a letter from the Republican Party, and it went something like this: Dear Tanner, we saw your tax return and realized you're poor as dirt. You're not allowed to be a Republican anymore. Please stop endorsing our candidates. So I did. If you're having trouble knowing who to vote for, as a lot of us are with the candidates going on, I've kind of broken it down into 4 quadrants of who you can vote for, because I figure there's pretty much 4 people. Okay, and it's 2 sets of 2, right? That's a quadrant, you see, because there's 4 of them. So you have the racist and not racist people. And then you have people who like crime dramas and people who don't like crime dramas. So naturally, if you're a racist and you like crime dramas, just vote for Donald Trump. Really easy. If you're not racist, like so not racist, you need to let everyone know you're not racist, and you don't like crime dramas, then you just vote Bernie Sanders. You know, but if you're not racist but you do like your crime dramas, then you got Hillary Clinton. If you're racist but you don't like crime dramas, I have no idea, guys. I don't think we have one for that one. So. Yeah, I forgot to. My bad. Chase is our manager. He kept telling me to keep the set somewhat short because he was worried about time, but I think we're good. So I'm going to do this joke really slow, this next one. I think heaven is really boring. You know, like, everyone's sitting there going, hey, nice day out today. Yeah, just like yesterday. Hey, nice house. It's like mine. It's perfect. Oh look, the Yankees had another losing season. I feel bad for the new people who go to heaven because they're all excited. They're like, oh wow, look at this place. But everyone who's been there for a while is like, yeah, it's perfect. That's just like every other day. Oh, look at that, we got a community garden. Yeah, but you don't have to do anything, it just grows for you. It's just there. Do you like cherry tomatoes? We got a ton of them. That's Justin up front, he's our plant. If I tell bad jokes, he just laughs for me. People think that's funny. So it makes me look funny. Sometimes I wish you guys had a mustache like I do, because it kind of tickles my nose and makes me laugh all the time. We'd all be happier people. My roommate wrote that joke. He told me I should say it before the show. We had a debate whether it'd be funny or not. I owe him $20 now because you guys laughed, so. Thanks for nothing, guys. I'll be down. Let's give a round of applause for Rachel. She's running the video camera. She volunteered. She's trying to stand, but she's kind of short, so it looks like she's still sitting down. I found out that she's doing this all out of the goodness of her heart. We're not paying her jack squat. So sort of like those dollars you paid at the door that aren't going to us, what no money we have also isn't going to her. So on your way out, leave $1 for Rachel, if you will. Send her a little tip money, that'd be great. Thanks, Rachel. So, I talked about earlier how I'm really poor. I think I want to start getting into white-collar crimes. I feel like it's a win-win situation. You know, if I get away with it, I've got millions of dollars I can spend. If I get caught, I'm going to a white-collar prison. It's not that bad. Networking is great in there. Everyone knows white prison is way better. You know, it'd just be great. So, yeah, I'm putting that on my resume. I really miss reality shows. It used to be like, there used to be some awesome reality shows back in the day. It just seems like we don't have as many good ones anymore. One of my favorites was Wife Swap, you know, where they got the wives of different families go to different ones, and always like crazy drama ensued. That was awesome. I was thinking, like, with what reality shows we have today, maybe we should do that with our stars. You know, like we get Project Runway and Hell's Kitchen to cross over. Can you imagine Gordon Ramsay going up to some designer and be like, this head is raw! It's so raw, it's practically running away from the model! You know, and then Tim Gunn comes up, checks a suit, and is like, hello, chef. Now, tell me what you're working on here. Well, yes, I'm working on a chicken noodle soup. And I'm like, I'm not sure I'm tasting what you're going for here, but I'm just concerned about the time you have. Make it work. Make it work. You know, or maybe like Bear Grylls doing a guest episode on Top Gear. What I'm about to do, you probably won't ever do in your life. but it could save your life. Or maybe like Kate Gosselin and Caitlyn Jenner switching wives for a day, you know, like Kate Gosselin from, you know, John and Kate Plus 8, she always wanted to be popular so she could finally have her own TV show just about her instead of having to feed off her kids for it, you know. You know it's true. You know, and Caitlyn Jenner would be on there with all the kids and probably end with someone be like, well, I thought I wanted this, but now I'm not so sure. Let us sit there. I love this era of internet we have. There's so many cool things that like you can just discover. I was just browsing around on the Googles. Is that what you guys don't call it that? Anyways, I was on the Googles and stop, Justin. That wasn't supposed to be a joke. I'm trying to set up that. So anyways, I'm on the Googles. And I found this website where it'll translate animal noises for you. And so I happen to have a duck call in my room. Don't ask why. I don't hunt. I've never hunted before and have a duck call. So I decided to try it, and it translated it for me. And I learned when you use a duck call, this is what the ducks are saying. Hey! 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 So I tried deer noises after that, and I learned this is what deer say. Hey! 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 And then my roommate walked by, and he was on the phone with his girlfriend, and it translated that too. And it said, hey! Hey! All right, that's all I have. Thank you.
All right, for everybody that you remembered, when we asked you to text in your questions, that is what is